Buddy, this is Stormy with the capital Z. Welcome back to another WarCraft C audio commentary. This time around, we got a 2 versus 2 game on Twisted Meadows. The players are, of course, Kurco Guess on team number 1, or rather, Team Blue. We're gonna call them Team Blue. One of them is Teal, I know that, but we're just going to refer to them as Team Blue for the entirety of this game. There are no referees, sadly, so we're gonna have to use. We're just gonna have to use one of the players, and gonna have to bear with the rally spams. Should be fine. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. We got some resources being exchanged between Guess and Kurso. Kurso spawning as the blue undead at the 4 o'clock location of this map. His ally is on Guess spawning at the 7 or 8 o'clock of this map, and it appears that he is opening up with altar only. There is no Ancient of War. On the other side, we got Longwalk spawning as the red idol player at the 11 o'clock position, and it appears that Longwalk as well is not going for an Ancient of War just yet. And Longwalk's ally, WEAREFOALS, spawning as red human, of course. Gonna be human Night Elf versus Undead Night Elf once again. We got Scout Wiz coming in for the red players. And what do we have there? They're pointing out over here. It appears, okay, there's a Scout Wisp by Teal as well. Teal or Blue. Death Knight coming in for the Undead. Team Blue is gonna be having heroes as Death Knight and Priestess of the Moon. While Team Red is going to be having Keeper of the Grove and Archmage. Alrighty. Foals going for a fully walled off base. Scout Wisp coming in. Footman can maybe land one blow at it and then just move away. Secondary Wisp, Scout Wisp going in there. Heroes will be out real soon, and we're gonna know what the players will be up to real soon. The pact is sealed, the female voice, the female Death Knight, of course. We got Wiz transferring his lumber a lot to Kurso, so it appears that the Night Elf is going to be distributing a lot of lumber to the ally. Skeleton warrior being spawned from the corpse of the critters, and it appears that we already have a sort of a melee in the middle of the map. Priestess of the Moon and the human player meeting up. Death Coil launched immediately on that Archmage. Gonna have to be careful, backing out a bit. Here comes the Keeper of the Grove. And Tangling Root on that Death Knight. Death Knight is slightly weak. Gonna be forced to get out of there. Skeleton warrior still chasing out the Archmage, though. You gotta be careful with those. Maybe use your army to kill them while you hightail with the Archmage. Here comes the Wisp. Maybe you want to detonate on it? I guess not. But not really worth the detonation until you're actually in a fight. Priestess of the Moon being forced to run back by those footmen over there. And what do we have here? A Tree of Life being dropped down. We do have an expansion attempt by Team Red on this pocket expansion between the flanks. Scout was being planted as a firm location. The footmen did not engage with it. I'm not sure whether they saw it or not, but they definitely did not engage with it. Okay, now he is. Foal is going to engage with that. It doesn't appear that either of the players are going to be able to creep anytime soon, as both of them are engaging each other. We do have a creep attempt over here by the human player. Foal's going in with the militiamen and water elemental. Sadly, that water elemental will be purged away by those wardens, gnoll wardens. Huntress is coming in. This is a Huntress build order. As we can see, double AOW by Longwalk and double AOW by Wiz as well. Wiz or Guess. I do still have a slight problem of the game. Slightly, there's some spikes over here. I mean, this is a replay, but still we got some weird spikes, which shouldn't really be happening. I guess using the NVIDIA driver for anything else like sound wasn't really the best idea, especially with an unoptimized game like Reforged to begin with. This is classic, but you just gotta live with these things, I guess. So we got the Fiends attacking that big guy. That big guy is kind of in a pickle. The rock golem forced to back out to the spot. Kurco will be able to creep out this camp without much of a hassle. Keeper of the Grove near the tower. Is he tier 2? Of course not, because he's going for double AOW. You don't really go for tier 2 for this kind of a build. Wisp coming on in over here. There was an attempt to kill the Wisp before it got to the Ancient of War, or rather the Tree of Life, I mean to say, and have Team Blue notice about that expansion, but that attempt has been failed. We got Huntresses coming in, Huntress Wall going on in the middle of the map, while the Fiends engaged in, and Team Red forced to go back with the Huntresses. There is a scout farm on the field. That's gonna be taken out now, though. So each time a new unit spawns or something like that, or a new spell comes up, the game's lagging slightly. This problem used to exist in the WarCraft 3 Classic post 1.29, but in Reforged, it's been minimal. Like super minimal. I don't know why it's back, and I gotta work on how to fix it though. An expansion attempt being foiled over here by Team Blue. Kurco going in with the Pit Lord and Fiends. Human player to the rescue, but there really isn't a lot of things that a human player can actually defend this push against with. He definitely needs the help of the idle buddy, Viz, or rather Guess, and Longwalk engaging over here in a war of the Huntresses. Huntresses bouncing their glaives off each other over there. And, now the question is who's actually going to take the lead in this. We definitely have a Searing Arrow on the Priestess of the Moon. The aura will be super useful once Priestess gets to level 2. Detonations all over the place. A lot of mana being taken away. Skeleton Warriors probably taken away as well. Here comes the second hero, the Blood Mage for the human player. That's going to be transferring the bulk of mana to the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper is nearly full on mana, and that full mana tank is going to be super useful, taking away all the mana from the Death Knight. And Death Knight backing out at the same time. Team Blue seems to be taking the lead in this fight. Team Red slightly staggering, but still they're still there. They haven't lost anything yet. Some units dying in that fight up there, and Footman would defend. The defend is of course not going to be useful against them Huntresses. It's only going to be useful against Fiends. And if you're going to walk your Footman with defend mode on, that's going to be a super bad situation. We got the peasants coming back to the base. It appears that Falls actually called in the peasant line to defend against that push, and both players have disengaged at this point. We got some sentry owls being planted by Team Blue. Not sure if Team Red is doing the same thing. He should be though. With that many owls, you definitely want to do that. I don't remember. I think as per the current patch thing, the owl is not free. The owl upgrade is not free. Like you don't have it by default on the Huntresses. You do have to research it from your Ancient of War. But I may be wrong. I mean, I think it came, then it went back, and it came. I think it's still free. Wait a second. I think it's still free. It's just timed now. Like, it's only gonna be there for like 300 seconds or something like that. 5 minutes. We got the pocket being cleared out for Team Blue. They're probably gonna attempt an expansion over here as well. And what the hell do we have here? A Wisp. A Wisp. It is probably gonna detect this. An expansion attempt coming up here, and a death coil being launched at that Wisp, but the Wisp detonated at the same time. No experience for the Death Knight. Team Red coming in to foil the expansion attempt, but being spotted by the Sentry Owls, of course. How many Huntresses are these? 9? Only 9 or 10. That's a lot of Huntresses there. And they're gonna be creeping at this camp. Gonna try and get the Pit Lord to level 3. And it's definitely gonna reach level 3. Alright, so you actually got a pretty good item. Scourge Bone Chime. Scourge Bone Chimes on the Pit Lord along with Cleave. That's gonna stack a lot, man. Expansion is up and ready, safe for Longwalk. Team Red on the top. And both players creeping around the map. We got Scourge Bone Chimes here for Red Human as well. Falls also buying some Scroll of Healing and Scroll of Protection. That's going to be useful. Getting in some Riflemen and Casters. Now, the thing about Scourge Bone Chimes is that you don't really have a lot of melee units. Unless and until you're going to go for Bears and Knights, you'd rather just sell it off. As far as the Undead is concerned, well, it appears that the Undead was the one that actually sold it off. I would have recommended keeping it. Although, Undead won't be, Undead didn't really go for a melee-heavy army of ghouls and abominations or anything like that. And his ally didn't really have huntresses, ally didn't have any bears or something as melee units. So that was probably the best decision. That huntress is weak, and it's not gonna be able to back out in time. Flame Strike coming in! Massive damage on those huntresses. Riflemen's just sitting ready to attack. Pounce on their prey.
Our forces are under attack.
But as Kurco comes in, Falls will be forced to retreat back. We got a massive base coming in over here. It appears that Longwalk is making his entire base at his expansion. This is a good way of defending your expansion. You got more than one buildings to take care of, well, they're going to be hitting back and they're going to be causing distractions a lot. So that's one good way of setting up expansions. Just build your other ancients and stuff over there. It appears that Team Blue is going to attempt and attack the expansion. It's not, I wouldn't say it's heavily defended, but it can be reinforced heavily. And very, very easily. But it can be destroyed easily as well. That's the second Ancient of Wonders. I'm not sure why do you want two Ancient of Wonders so close by. Unless until you want two types of the same items. One type of two items. Yeah, I think I got it right. 2 hunters is being killed in this fight. Uh-oh, here comes a human player with a massive, massive army. He did reach tier 3. Probably gonna go for inner fire. Flame Strike on those fiends and did massive auto damage over there. Huntresses are taking damage. Team Blue kind of sandwiched in the middle of Team Red and Team Red's armies. Gonna have to be really careful. We got attack upgrades for our guess. Longwalk has defend and attack upgrades both for the Huntresses and also got the two-shot aura. How did he get that? He got a Flute of Accuracy. Flute of Accuracy is super, super useful in this fight. What's going on up there? And oh, it appears that the human player lost a good number of units in that fight. But I have to be careful against the Undead. They're really good at sniping down weaker units, low HP units. Team Red forced to back out of this fight. Team Blue taking the advantage. The units are flanked up. Out of position completely. And Kurco taking the advantage. Here comes the Flame Strike that didn't really deal too much damage, but it was not completely useless. That's the best way I can put it. One abomination being picked out and some militiamen being called in as well. Team Blue forced to back out, or maybe they just chose to back out at this point. They may have chosen to continue, but chose not to do that instead of being in a situation of or committing to that attack. More fiends coming in and double slaughterhouse. The only thing about Kurco, or rather Team Blue, is that they don't have an expansion running. This expansion is up, but it's not running yet, and it's being revealed by Team Red. Kurco definitely needs to take up an expansion of his own. We got a scout tower put up here by WEAREFOALS. Even if they did scout that out, it's put at the back of the base. You gotta go like way back, like to the back of the gold mine to actually check for that. That's one of the things that you can do in games like these. We're sending out a scout owl, but the priest of the moon is actually following the human army.
Our forces are under attack.
Priestess of the moon is level 4 right now. Level 2 Searing Aura, level 2 Crucial Aura probably. Undead is currently having 442. 443, there we go. You've got a good set of items on all those heroes. Longwalk and Fools coming in. They're gonna go and try and ransack the expansion. They see the army. They're gonna engage. Shouldn't fight. Shouldn't fight down the hill. They're going to have the disadvantage of missing some attacks. They're fighting an uphill battle. This may not work out well for them. Scroll of protection. Flame strike on those huntresses. That was massive damage for Team Blue. Mana being taken away from that Pit Lord. The only thing the Pit Lord is going to cast is Howl of Terror. Seen any Rain of Fire being cast yet? It appears that the Red Knight has lost most of his units in this fight. But so are the Huntresses for Wiz falling. Guess also losing a number of units over there. 2 Mountain Giants coming out of the coming out of that fog of war, you could say. Scout Owl on the field, now being timed out. Team Blue taking the advantage here. Flame Strike will deal some damage, but it's not going to be enough to actually kill that Huntress. Killing that Mountain Giant using a Frost Nova and forced Longwalk and Falls to back out to their bases.
Our forces are under
Swatch
attack.
attempt perhaps by Wiz. Crystal Ball, but very, very revealing. Couldn't figure that one out. I saw this being used, but I do not know where he used it. They're just gonna creep out every single left camp on the map. That's just gonna give them teensy-weensy, teensy-weensy bits of experience, not too much. Does he see the tower? He probably sees it. He is coming in for that tower. Gonna take it out. Wisp being detonated. No experience of the Wisp. A lot of Mountain Giants here with the armor upgrade. No attack upgrade though. Priests are at Master upgrade. Master rank research. They have the ability to cast Inner Fire, which can be actually super, super deadly. Inner Fire gives you like 4 plus defense and 4 plus defense on the Mountain Giants, along with yeah, there we go. You can see that. Yeah, you already have Devotion Aura by an item over there. You got Lionhorn of Stormwind somewhere in there.
Our gold mine is
And apart from that, you got Inner Fire. So these Mountain Giants are actually gonna take a lot of beating. Kane Plan says, hi, hey, how you doing, man? It's good to have you here. Currently commentating a 2 vs 2 on Twisted Meadows. We got a big fight going on here. Team Blue seems to have the bigger army, but they're not engaging. What are they doing? Taking a lot of damage while running away. Griffin Riders coming in for Team Red. A lot of Wisps in here! Wisp detonating all over those Spellcasters! Mana is super, super low, but they should be able to regenerate very, very fast with the Brilliance Aura. The only thing would be that they won't be able to cast spells for a very momentary amount of time. A lot of huntresses dying in this fight. Huntresses only have plus the attack ability. Griffin Riders dealing a lot of damage there. Kurco forced to use the TP to go back home. A lot of exchange, a lot of resources being exchanged among the players.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
Expansion was set up here by Guess, but it's gonna be ransacked as Longwalk is coming in with those clubbed mountain giants. He's gonna try and save his base. Sala is keeping towards it. Now is the time that Longwalk needs to get the hell out of there or back out just a bit. The mountain giants are gonna take heavy damage in here. Of course, you can definitely use the Staff of Preservation on them. They definitely need inner fire right now. Howl of Terror. Their attack is reduced slightly. They need inner fire and they need it now. Priest are at the back line. Finally starting to cast inner fire. Heal spray all over the army. Lich for Team Blue has died. This is chaos. A lot of huntresses died in that fight. Guess may want to reconsider his decision of massing huntresses at this point. He has an expansion. He's at tier 2. He should go tier 3 immediately. And go for something else. Because huntresses are not going to work here. Oh, the pit lord is surrounded by militiamen and it got taken out. Giving level 3 to the paladin. Pure sitting at 5-4-3. Player at 5 and 4 for Team Red. While Team Blue is currently having 5 and 4-4 probably.
Our brethren's town is under attack.
About the ally, well, I don't see his army to actually find out. Oh, there's his army. It's 4. 4 of the Priestess of the Moon.
Our forces are under attack.
He doesn't have a second hero, probably, I guess. Expansion has been ransacked for Wiz. While he was attempting to destroy the expansion of Longwalk, Longwalk happened to TP and Longwalk has 3 upgrade for the defense on those mountain giants. Plus, he's got Devotion Aura. Plus, he will get the advantage of Inner Fire. That is some unbreakable armor, if you ask me. At this point, he should just mass up more mountain giants and just go in with them. They're never gonna die. With that kind of armor and HP, they're never gonna die. And apart from that, you always have things like Staff of Preservation to save them. You always have the healing spray that you can use to heal them. The gold mines have expired. The original gold mines for all the players have expired at this point. Currently, only one of either team's players have a gold mine. That is an expansion. And that too is not getting them a full income because they're probably crossed upkeep. Undead is at no upkeep. Wiz is also at no upkeep. So Team Blue staying below upkeep, while Team Red definitely has broken upkeep. Like, that's a huge army there. That expansion took a beating.
Our town is under attack.
Oh, I was wrong, so... Longwalk has 2 bases instead of 1. Not sure how well this was functional though. It did get attacked for a momentary amount of time. Here comes a human army with those Griffin Riders. They're going to deal a lot of damage to all of these units. Uh-oh, as he saw another player coming in and the other player TPing, he forced himself out with the TP. Probably the best decision, but he TP'd back to his base. Now the problem is he's not going to be there on time to actually save his allies' base, which can be ransacked, and they're going to be down and back to just one gold mine each player. One gold mine each team, rather.
Our forces are under
Hitlord is back, and they're using the reveal crystal ball. Not sure where he revealed though, and what do we have here? Scout Acolyte at the back of the base. None of the players going in for the gold mine at the back of the base. The one that you need a Zeppelin to go to. A lot of Huntresses died this day. Huntresses are not going to work. He's going to make archers now. As if that's actually going to work. Huntresses are not going to work. A. B. Staying below 50 foot is not going to work. Against this army, no. Definitely not. And even if you decide to make a gold mine, an expansion at the back of your base, the problem is your enemy already has flyers. They're going to come in and ransack it. Team Red is dominating over here, but what we have here, Team Blue heading in, and they're going to attack Team Red's bases. And this is kind of a weird situation here. Longwalk set up an AP here, while Viz already had a Tree of Life being planted. Base for Guess is being completely ransacked. Guess only has this tree over here. Everything else has been destroyed. And part of his army over here that's gonna attack the human player. Castle has been taken out. That's some sort of advantage for Team Blue, but as far as the army composition goes, I don't really see Team Red losing this game.
Our forces are under attack. Our brethren's town is under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Team Blue attacking the expansion. Longwalk's gonna lose this expansion. Despite of all the buildings around, Team Blue managing to actually focus on what they needed to focus and take it out. I guess the opponent teams didn't have TPs to actually help out each other. So currently, none of the players have... oh, wait a second. Viz has a functioning gold mine here.
Our forces are under attack.
Longwalk trying to set up one here, but it's not up yet. That's some teensy bit army compared to what it's gonna face now. Griffin's coming in, and they're gonna hammer away on all those Huntresses.
Our forces are under attack.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. This is gonna be painful.
Our
This
brethren's town is under
is gonna be painful. I was actually in the guys that they're gonna lose the Zeppelin on water. That's actually gonna and having some micro gameplay here.
under attack.
While Team Blue is destroying whatever they got with that. Drop the Priestess. Priestess is alone now.
Our forces are under attack.
They're right back at the Zeppelin. Oh no, they changed direction. A lot is happening around and across the map. It's difficult to stay at one spot. Longwalk probably used his last TP there to come back to his base and try to defend it. The Zeppelin did survived, despite of my... and... gone. Priestess is pretty low. Well, low is not the word. Priestess was dizzy in there as it crash landed from the Zeppelin being murdered. Scout Owl gonna follow these Griffin Riders. Team Blue back at the humans' base. They're gonna try and ransack all of the buildings. Team Red has a lot of stuff, man. I mean, if there was a fight, Team Red's definitely gonna take the lead. And it appears we're gonna have a fight now. Griffins coming in. The entire army coming in. They're going to strike on the Abominations. TP being used! 2 Fiends did get taken out over there, and 1 Abomination probably... Wow, that Abomination actually survived with, I don't know, like below 10 health. Death coiled. Has an expansion up and running. Longwalk is also making an expansion here. Team Blue has no gold income right now. And Team Red already has the bigger army. I mean, you can visibly see it's bigger. Coming in. Gonna try and take out the units one by one, but the mountain guys are in there. Huntresses are just taking damage over here. They're just being... I mean, their only purpose in this fight would be being a meat shield and taking the damage. Team Blue losing a lot of units and they tapped out. So the game goes to Longwalk and Kurco. Hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful game. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening. And that would be all for today then. I shall commence WarCraft Day on my channel. And this will be all for this particular video. Thank you for watching, and do subscribe for more. We'll be doing a lot of more stuff. Daily commentary is my agenda right now. I have a new commentary every single day now. Alright then, Z out.